the heck?
Howdy folks, and welcome to Bin Farm Gaming.
And this is our review of
Virtuous Western.
I'd like to thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game prior to its release. It was developed by
Nibb Games. It was published by those crafty guys over at Ratalaika.
Did you hear that, achievement hunters?
It was released on September 3rd on all major consoles for the price of $4.99, but you got about another week left to nab this puppy with a week 1 discount for $3.99. And here we are in the good old West, shooting and scooting. At least in a pixel sense of the term. Virtuous Western rolled onto the consoles this week, bringing us back to what I thought was a Western mix of like elevator action and burger time, based on the screenshots. Instead, what we got is a deeper puzzle game that is highly reliant in the order of operation, rather than a quick trigger finger. And now that's not all to say, it's just block pushing and no action skill. You control your little pudgy hero as he makes his way through 30 levels, each starting with an empty pistol. As you make your way through each of these levels, finding ammo and sticks of dynamite in an effort to get your stolen horse back. Most of the time, the objects are laid out in a logical sequence, and finding your way through each set of puzzles with limited ammunition. Many times you'll be given less bullets than there are enemies. So, it can be an exercise in rationing your efficiency. The soundtrack is pretty bad. Let's have a listen. Or we could not and just say we did. This short beat strummed out on the guitar played over and over on a loop throughout the entire game, which may be par for the course in some older 8-bit platformers, but this is a modern release. And I know we can do better. The graphics were not going to win any awards this year. I believe this is another game that we're seeing spit out of Game Maker, which is fine for these small-scale single-frame games. I was able to make it all the way to the end boss on level 30 without seeking out a guide. But sometimes our brains don't work as fast as a cat, like a cheetah.
Yay! Cheetah's guide.
Of course, he's got a guide out already where he blazes through the entire game in less than 15 minutes.
Cheetah's guide. I love it.
In the end, most players will find their way through the entire game in less than an hour on their own. The level 30 boss is the only thing that I imagine will hold most folks back from completing this in a short jaunt through the Old West.
Let's speed it up.
The addition of barrels of TNT and sticks of dynamite that you unwieldily toss at your enemies. Here you go, fellas. We're a nice step of mixing up the gameplay, but it wasn't enough to save this goat rope. The game is stylized and plays well, but with little to no replay value, I see no reason anyone would want to replay VW. But for $5, I'll gladly take another Easy Rata in exchange for the 1000G. We're going to put this one back in the holster with 2 beans out of 5. Yeah, well, that wraps up that review right there. Here's some notes I took. Where I put the keys to the tractor. We recently accepted a partnership with a new farmhand to bring you some additional looks at new and unreleased Steam and PC gaming. Are there any games you'd like to see us cover? Let us know your thoughts and recommendations in the comments down below. Be sure to visit again next week
as we continue to take humorous stabs at some of the industry's new and upcoming
high
titles.
school. Oh my. Stay safe out there.
We'll see you next time
On the farm.